Hello, hello. Happy Thursday night. Welcome, one and all. I'm going to take a little walk through the comments so I can see who's here, such as, okay, there we go. Judy Regalt, Lucy Wynn, Diane Hawkins. Hey, Love is here. Sister and Cece. Susie Q, haven't seen you for a while. Beverly Jackson, Myra V, Kenneth Doug, Lydia Washington, one of the amazing moderators on Royal Sussex, Marion Owens, and Arnold Saunders, Anastasia, another one of our fine moderators here, Anastasia Isabella here on Royal Sussex. Reva Henderson, Lucy Wynn. Okay, I said that already. Darren Lee, Marion Owens, not a moderator here on Royal Sussex, but it gives me a chance to say Royal Sussex. And of course, Church Nelly is a moderator here on Royal Sussex. Yvonne Clark, welcome to Royal Sussex. And who else is here? Okay, well, Robin Rogers, Kay Costello, Mary K. No, I'm sorry, Mary G. I don't know why I said Mary K. I must be thinking the cosmetics line. Mary K, Mary G. Okay. Beverly Pattinger. Yeah, very cool. Emails Email C. Okay. Um Okay, I think I got everybody. Mary Cat is here. Anna Espinoza, welcome to the chat. Now I'm rolling back, so if you just chimed in, I haven't seen you yet. Carol Lund, Miranda Rios. Okay, let me go back to the very start of things. Okay. By the way, I think Connie donated last time and I didn't see it because it was before I actually started the chat. Patricia Nixon, welcome. Marjorie Williams, Elizabeth Daniels, welcome. Carol Purdue, welcome. Joan Commonwealther, welcome. Herndon Davis, welcome. Okay. I think I got everybody. Frida Bowden, welcome. Dara Edgehill, hello, welcome to the chat. Lori29, google.com. Lawrence, easy for me to say, right? Welcome to the chat. And Shay Doll. Okay, I think we're good. April May, and we're good. Diane Hawkins, I think I said it already. Cookies and cream. B2. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, B2B filled in. You got that right. I was just gonna say that. Okay. So, it's always a little controversy, which is English for controversy. It's always a little controversy because I'm just going to go there. I just have to. Um, what is the controversy? Well, where do I want to start? I was a little, even, okay, I'll put it to you like this. Even Omid, who tries to stay as neutral as possible because he has to live in that country. So I'm not throwing no shade or hate on him. I did not buy the book, Finding Freedom. No shade to you if you did buy Finding Freedom, because that's your business. And yes, I have been watching Tabitha Brown. You could always tell I watched Tabitha Brown if I start saying, and that's your business. I love her. But anyway, what am I trying to say here? I'm just going to cut to the chase. This. Oh, Do we have to do this? Do we have to do this? Um, yes, yes, I know. But I think it's Catherine the Great's birthday today. I can't be sure. But so I saw this on um Omid Scobie's Twitter, and then I saw a few other people on Twitter saying, why is this happening? Why do we have to do this? Meghan must hate how popular Kate Middleton has become as she turns 40. In some ways, this is a tale of two women, and for Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And I'm trying to think, do I have the other part of that? Is this the other part? The Duchess puts her husband first. They're talking about Kate, of course, saying, and I think what they're trying to say is Meghan is only there for herself. And it's significant that the first question she asks after their exchange of marriage vows, are you happy, in a genuine hope that he was? Yeah, I know. I see the laugh emojis. First of all, I would love to hear her say, yeah, and then it does help that Kate, unlike her sister-in-law, has never tried to convince William that he is mentally ill or bordering on suicidal. Now you can see why this is like trending in yeah. And I promise you I didn't see this in the what do you call it? This is from the Sun, by the way. I believe this is from the Sun. But Kate is the swan of our time. the peer of the late, the peer of the late Princess Grace. There are only two kinds of royal women in this world: the serene and the chronically unhappy. Right? The latter, including Meghan, kick against their fate, seeing the golden chalice as one filled with poison. Somebody actually wrote this. Somebody actually wrote this today to charm Duchess Jazz Hands. This, I mean, they exist in a state of discontent, thinking their wisdom has seen through all their supposed advantages and found them worthless. I see y'all about to bust the gut over there. They're, they they are almost proud of their anger and consider it only rational attitude for an enlightened person. Then there are those like the Duchess of Cambridge. Um, so it kind of leaves you speechless. I didn't go to the actual article. This is what I took from Omid. Omid was like, let me see. I'm trying to think. What did Omid? I'm gonna find his words exactly, cause I think his words were, "Are we really doing this, or is this really necessary?" But I'll let you know in just a minute. Um, where is Omid? Right here. Oh, Omid says, I don't understand this constant need to use op-eds about Duchess of Cambridge 40th to sling mud at women that have nothing to do with her or her birthday. The language is vile. And then he said, let us is at the Sun. So yeah, it was a Sun article, is sexist, hateful, and creepy. That's what Omid said. It's vile, sexist, hateful, and creepy. So there you have it. Omid was bothered enough by this that he felt necessary to speak out about it. And it's, I mean, we know why it happens and we know it, but I don't think. Well, why am I even bothering? Right? Why do I even bother? The last thing that the Duchess of Sussex is thinking about is that bag of bones and her 40th birthday. Now, the Duchess of Sussex was trending all over the world with the 40 by 40. People were so, I mean, the thirst that people had to get a glimpse of her house. Do you remember that? The thirst that people had to get a glimpse of her house was like, I don't know, it's like going into the queen's bedchamber. It's just you either have to scale the wall to get in there to see it, or you're cleaning it, or you're just not welcome. You know, people have scaled the wall to see the queen's bedroom. So yeah. So when the Duchess of Sussex showed everybody a little piece of her office, people went crazy. Especially what was her name? Alexander Schulman. Remember that? Um that troll went crazy. Um uh, that little monster. And you, if you guys remember, I made like a particularly nasty video. I'm going to just say it. It was kind of nasty, but I did make a video about her at that time because I was really, really bothered by the way she just was grasping straws to try to find something negative to say about the Duchess of Sussex's office. I think she made it sound like that Meghan was in her office as though she was some type of sovereign on her throne. I don't remember the exact words, but I remember that it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. And if you remember, I ended that video with the moo of a cow, um, which looking back on it, I can't believe I did that. But I was sick of it. Do you hear me? Sick. I was sick of it. Remember that? This last word in beauty had the nerves to find herself highly critical of the Duchess of Sussex. This is what is it, Alexandra Schulman? Is that her name? She used to be a Vogue editor. This is the person that it was some years ago, some writers were highly critical of her because of her appearance. As a matter of fact, why don't I just share it with you, huh? This is the one that was highly critical of Meghan's office that time. And I thought it was pretty tasteless of her to, especially considering the fact that if you say something about them, they get all caught up in their feelings, but they don't understand the damage that they have done to the Duchess of Sussex over time with their hypercriticism about anything and everything that she says or does. Uh, Let me see. Oh, I'm still gonna find it. Okay, I think this is it. Let me see. But yeah, this is the one. Let me see. Schulman, on the other hand, has a more relatable appearance and the self deprecating humor to go with it. She has carefully recounted to the press the time a newspaper story describing the various Vogue editors around the world had her pegged as a chain smoking 50-year-old Toyota driving divorcee. But let me see, she's no less influential with her decision to step down after 25 years at at the top of the Britain's fashion Bible, making waves internationally. Okay, that's not the one. Let me find the other one. I know I have it. But yeah, that claymation. Oh, please let me find it because I'm sure you're gonna love that one even more. Okay, coming up. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. But yeah, I'm just nobody cares about Kate's birthday. The only reason why they wrote that article was if they talk about the Duchess of Sussex, then people are going to talk about um, Kate. That's the whole point of it is to y'all so messy. Um, Anna Espinoza and Lori 29. I see that. Uh, Okay, as Schulman took on the role as editor in chief of Vogue in 1992, some speculated that she was not experienced enough for that role. Furthermore, others commented on her personal appearance did not conform to previous Vogue editors, as New York Times noted rather. The British press has made much of the fact that when it comes to personal wardrobe, Miss Schulman um, could learn a thing or two from Miss Tiberius, I can't pronounce that name, trademark Chanel, and that she could also become better acquainted with a hairbrush. It has been noted that it is still remarked upon that she doesn't look like an editor of Vogue. And this is what happens is I get kind of ticked off with these people, and then I start digging through the internet, and you find stuff like this. The New York Times, someone from the New York Times said that she should be better acquainted with a hairbrush. I mean, they mocked her appearance, and she had the nerves to criticize Meghan's office. It just, that's the gift that the tabloids gave to the Duchess of Sussex for her birthday. And she's just one of the people that were lashing out against her. But instead, they want to celebrate one of the most critical thinkers of our time, uh, Dr. Joyce Jazz Hands. They want to lift her up, but the only way that they can manage to lift her up is to go after the Duchess of Sussex, to make it about Meghan. Because without Meghan, then that jointed doll that you put clothes on, as one person said about Kate, that jointed doll is pretty much dead in the water. Nobody cares what she says. She says very little. Nobody cares what she thinks. We don't know that she does. We know that she's sent out to tell kids that there's something wrong with their brains, but we don't really know what she thinks. And the fact that people are swimming in that pool of mediocre uh, people like this, bobbing up and down around them, that just frustrates me to no end. You have no idea how frustrated I was. And I wasn't even looking at the tabloids. It was only that I saw it again and again on Twitter, because this is kind of rubbing people the wrong way, and it should. So, anyway, let me go to the and see what you guys think about this. Church Nelly, colorful as ever. You know what? I can't even get the words out, so I'm just gonna skip right past that Church Nelly. But oh boy. Uh Let me see. Baron, Kate's birthday is the day after the Sussex made their announcement to split. That is why they are trying to push her birthday so it not overshadowed by the anniversary of the Sussexes. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I knew it was around the first of the year, but I didn't actually commit the date to memory. But I appreciate you telling me that. Let me see. Baron Kate. Oh, okay. I just read that, didn't I? Boy, these chats are going fast. 506 people already. Helen Stevens, until the royal family apologize, they are truly a non entity to me. If they can protect Andrew, they really are showing me how duplicit. Uh, okay, that's the word, right? Let me see. Try that one more time. Duplicitous. Yes, Reba, that's exactly what it is. I just bit my tongue too, trying to get that out. Okay. It's pathetic and should be left where it is. Yeah. Um, I get that, but I don't know. Like I said, I didn't go looking for it. It was just there all over the Twitter. And if you think this is something, wait until tomorrow. Matter of fact, let me get rid of this photo because I'm sick of it. Um, Let me see. Exclusive: the Duchess of Cambridge. Why is she more confident? Oh yeah, this is. Hello, caller, are you there? The Duchess of Cambridge at 40. Why is she more confident than ever? Why do you think? Why do you see? Why do you need to believe that she's more confident than ever? Is she really more confident, or is she just keening? This was also on the Twitter, by the way. Is she just keening? I don't even know what paper this is. What paper is Emily Nash, royal editor? What paper is that? I took this off of Twitter. It's a key milestone in anyone's life as she celebrates her 40th birthday this week. The Duchess of Cambridge is entering her prime, settled and fulfilled in her role of wife and mother. Oh, this ain't nothing yet. I mean, there was another one where I'm not even going to bother you with that one, but it says how the Queen is leaning on Kate and how the Queen is becoming more dependent upon Kate. Have we forgot that there's another Duchess in between Kate and you know, William becoming the future king? I don't know how they are going to push Charlie to the side, but I'm telling y'all, I've been saying this for months and months and months. And y'all keep telling me, oh, that's not going to happen. Charles has been waiting all his life. As you can see, people are moving forward as though Prince Peekaboo is already the king. They're already acting as though here's Willie is the king. They're carrying on as he's already on the throne. The queen is still there, but they make it seem like that those two are carrying the weight of empire. Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered something. There is no empire. They will not have to carry out the duties of empire because there is no empire. But they're carrying on as though there's 1/4 of the earth is covered by the Union Jack. And it's just not that way anymore. This pretentious thing that they're putting on, I promise you, I don't get it. I really, and it's not that I don't understand that it's important to people. I just don't understand that people still buy it. I don't understand that people are still buying the whole thing. But you know what? I don't have to live there. If you all enjoy it over there, so be it. If you all don't enjoy it, then you have my sympathy because I mean it just goes from bad to worse. And then to try to uplift that jointed doll by going after the Duchess of Sussex. And I mean that article was just dripping with the nastiest of intentions. I mean, it says clearly what they want you to take from it, and that is that somehow the Duchess of Sussex is this, and then wait, I'm not even done yet. I wasn't even sure I was going to even talk about this one, but since I'm here, first I got to get rid of this, whatever that is. I have to get rid of it. But whatever that is, I promise you that this is someone who's usually at home baking pastries on a Saturday night. She doesn't get far. I'm just saying. But oh well. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, it was just one more thing that I wanted to share. But I am, you guys have seen me like this before. I am very I want to not say anything. I want to not acknowledge it. And you know, if this is triggering you in some kind of way, maybe I shouldn't have shared it with you or whatever. But oh, this one. Now, okay, give me a second. I have to deep breath this one. It's uh, you see the name right there, right? You see the name, Richard Eden. He ain't done yet. Meghan came to Britain thinking she would be a star, but we already have one. She's called the Queen, says a woman of substance writer in royal slapdown to the Duchess. He's still at it. He hasn't learned anything from what he did to William. Because if he wouldn't have said that stuff about William, most likely people would not have taken notice of, his article. But still, where is it? He went there. And this, of course, was in the fail. Oh. Do you see what I mean? They make everything about the Sussexes. Harry and Meghan are doing their thing. They're not bothering anybody. And then it's just like we could probably attribute this to Andrew. This is the best way to hide Andrew. We could also attribute this to the fact that William just had a bunch of, he ended 2021 on a sour note. Speaking of sour notes, he wasn't the only person that ended 2021 on a sour note. There were others. There were others, like the Phantom of Westminster Abbey. She ended the note on 3 sour notes, not just a sour note, but 3 sour notes. So, you know, oh, TCC son, let me go and take a look at that. Sorry, I had to leave this here while I check. I just tweeted about the awful article. Someone is gonna be mad. Kate is awful. She should be fired. At Kate is okay. I mean, how come you can't celebrate her birthday without, and I don't know why I asked the question, but how come you can't celebrate Jazz Hand's birthday without bringing up the Duchess of Sussex? Nobody mentioned Jazz Hands. Well, I take that back. Let me take that back, because they did mention Jazz Hands when celebrating Meghan's birthday, and then after they criticized Meghan, after they tried to uplift Kate, then all of a sudden it turned into uh, should Kate reach out to Meghan and join the 40 by 40? But if the 40 by 40 was ineffective, no good, and ridiculous, then why all of a sudden didn't the tabloids say, oh, I think Kate should be involved with the 40 by 40? People are thriving off of the conflict, a conflict that no longer exists between the Duchess of Sussex and that Kate. A conflict that that no longer exists because they don't have to deal with each other. It's the tabloids that's trying to keep this stuff going. So, like for instance, hey B10, hey B10, welcome to the chat. Okay, for instance, what was I going to say? Look at this. If they were close, then I think she probably wouldn't have wore this. I asked you guys last time to let me know if she coming or going, because I can't tell. That kind of awkward turn of the ankle, or I don't know. I just don't know. Is she coming or going? There's a weird twist going on there, and I'm not sure what it is. But if you can figure it out, leave a message in the comments. Okay, speaking of comments, I'm frustrated and I'm talking too much, so I would like to see what you guys have to. I heard that Rahini, they called her Millie Vanilli because people said she actually did not play the piano, that there was another piano player on reserve who likely, um, possibly, and allegedly was there to strike the chords. So I heard that already, but thank you for saying that again. They are counting on Sussex supporters to click Kate is not worthy. Don't fall into the trap. Well, Robin Rogers, it's a little bit too late. I'm sick of it. Do you hear me? Sick of it. So, yeah, maybe I should take a break from Twitter. Um, thank you, Gwendolyn. And maybe I should take a break from Twitter because sometimes everything could be going your way, and then all of a sudden you start seeing those types of articles that kind of gets under your skin. Okay, Cochran, we should ignore these articles. Yeah, we should. Yeah, I can't argue with you about that. We should. But yet it's not even enough that they're on those particular sites, but then people share them on social media. I mean, just as much as you see it on Twitter, you'll also see it in the Facebook. That's why it's important to have a safe space like the Sussex friendly channels, because when you have these safe spaces, then you're not going to, well, I take that back, because you know what, on some of the Twitter and Facebook accounts, and I don't go on Instagram so much, so I don't really know about Instagram. But let's face it, you guys know that a lot of paparazzi photos that I wouldn't share, people share them on the Facebook and Twitter. Well, not the Twitter so much, on the Facebook all the time. And I tell people that is not Lily Diana. That is not um, Archie. And people, I mean, it's the most bizarre thing. It's like when I look at those Facebook pages, it's as though I'm waiting for somebody to cue the theme to Twilight Zone, because people are like, oh, they're so beautiful. What a beautiful family. That ain't even their kids. That's not their kids. And people are just, they see the photos, and that's just got to be Archie and Lily. They don't. You could tell that the pictures are photoshopped, and people are I can't even get the words out. But that frustrates me to no end. That people, how do you? What are they thinking? And no matter how many times in the comments they say, "That's not Archie and Lily. That's not Archie and Lily." They'll look at some of those like. Did you see the photo of Harry standing over Meghan, both of them with the big grins on their face, as though she had just given birth to a baby? And those pictures are totally edited photos. Megan's sitting there with a big smile on her face, looking up like, "Hey, I did it." That's not how childbirth is. But people on the Facebook see that, and they click, hearts and smiles, and oh, I don't know where we could go to avoid those articles. If anything, yes, I get it. We shouldn't click on them, because if we click on them, then that makes them profitable, and it's a never-ending chain. However, if you're anywhere on social media, like this photo, I got this from um, Omid Scobie. I got this from Omid Scobie. I didn't take this myself. This come off of Omid Scobie's page. So it's everywhere. That's the unfortunate part, is that it's everywhere. And I don't know that you can ever like put a cork in it. But yeah, but at the very least, I agree. We should do the best we can to make it unprofitable for them to do stuff like that. But I just don't think it's ever going to go away. It's just something inside of people that tend to gravitate toward negativity. And in some way, form, or fashion, everybody, we all have that in us. But, we pick and choose. But there's, you know what? I take that back. I don't think everybody has it to the point of being a deranger. I don't think I've ever spent time hate watching anybody's channel. And I think that is the difference, that yes, we can all have negativity, but I don't think that most people would logically hate watch another channel. Like, nobody watches the Cambridges. People don't watch them to hate them. People don't watch them to love them. People just don't watch them. That's the difference. Okay, I just solved it myself. B10, you say, Baron, it's hard to look the other way when when it's about our faves. Yes, B10, thank you for your honesty. And I feel the same way. That's why a lot of times I say I'm not going to show the picture, but I know you've all seen it, because we've all seen it. We've all seen the photos. No matter how awful the paparazzi photos are, we've all seen the photos. So it would be ridiculous to pretend otherwise. And sometimes it's hurtful to see those photos. It's embarrassing sometimes to see photos of people that you love and adore that are in the most uncomfortable, unfavorable situations. Something that, you think you're walking down the street and you got privacy, and there's someone with some long range lens waiting to see if you're going to pick your nose or buy an ice cream cone or whatever. So, yeah, B10 is everywhere. Thank you for saying that. Okay. Mary Cat, Facebook spread that QAnon garbage. And I may be wrong, but I think the right wing politics in the US is like a pro monarchy stuff in the UK. I think you're right, Mary Cat. I do think you're right. Absolutely right. It's just like, Thomas Jefferson and Lady C. It's just the flip side of a coin. You look at either side, they look so much alike, you could hardly tell them apart, just like Lady C and Thomas Jefferson. So, yeah, I'm frustrated. Hold on a second, you guys. Yeah, I'm so frustrated. My nose is running. But yeah, I what could I say? I It's there and it's there, and it's really nothing we could do about it. Oh, do we have a new member? Welcome, Nicole Tannis. Welcome to Royal Sussex. Um, yes, welcome, and thank you for giving me a chance to say Royal Sussex. Okay, let me take this photo off of here. I find it triggering. But uh okay, you guys, I got to calm down. I have to calm down. I wasn't exactly frothing at the mouth, but I was a little ticked off by what I was seeing. I'm just like, celebrate her birthday and leave the Duchess of Sussex out of it. Just leave her out of it. She has nothing to do with her. She left all of that stuff back in Narnia. And there was, well, I'm not even going to say what the other one was, but it was something. Uh, you know what? I don't even know exactly what it was. So let me just keep my mouth closed. But um, I didn't get too far on Twitter before I was like frothing at the mouth. uh, but what is happening with those people? It's deflection. It's deflection. I mean, it hasn't been a it for the past, like, December and pouring into January. It's just not a good month for the British royal family. It's not a good month for the Cambridges, for Charles and his emotional support, Camilla, the Queen, the Yorks. It's just not a good month. Um, it's a good month for, say, the Wessexes. Oh, I said it perfect that time. The Wessexes. It's a good month for them because they don't do anything. But they always have a good month. So let me please go to your comments and see what else. Marjorie Williams. They are doing this to boast Kate's stats rather. Meghan has been beating her in her own popularity polls, so they are trying popularity by association. I thought the royal family did not care about things like that. Marjorie, you are absolutely brilliant. That is brilliant. You have knocked it out the park with that one. That is perfectly, very well said, and very accurate. Very, very accurate. Thank you for that. Okay. Facebook spreads. Oh, did I read that already? Oh, I'm like way behind. I got to. Connie, thank you for the contribution last time. Hi, Connie Balmer. Thank you so much for the contribution. You had actually put it in before I started the chat or video, whatever, but I did see it in the replay. So thank you so much. Baron, we know it hurts, but save your nerves. Yes, I will save my nerves. I promise you. I will pull it back, as they say. I will pull it back. Um, it just frustrated me. That's all. Okay. I think the reason the idiots do it is because uh, herself she can't get anyone to pay attention because no one cares about Wadey Katie. You two photos I saved to look at over and over again. Two photos that I like to keep near me is this one. That's the Royal Carol. There's barricades back there, but there's practically nobody back there but photographers and the police, the Royal Protection Police or whatever. There's no throngs of people who suddenly stopped going home from work that day and said, "Oh, there's the Cambridges. I want to see what they're doing." Nobody cared. Nobody stopped, and nobody cared. The other photo is from the earshot. Notice the barricade back there. There's a small family that were probably on their way to the Tesco's Finest or M&S or something like that. They were not there to see the Cambridges. Notice the little girl is in the pram, or little boy, little girl. They were not there to see the Cambridges. The thing is, their path was obstructed by all of this fuss going on with the earshot. And so they just stopped to take a look. But other than that, if it wasn't for the barricades, they probably would have just gone about their business because nobody cares. Nobody cares what they do. That's why I said there's more people that will hate watch the Sussexes, like 11 million people watching Oprah Winfrey's interview, than will watch the Royal Carol. Now, people watch the Queen because, let's face it, they don't know how many more of these Christmas things that she'll have. So you want to kind of be there for history. I get that. But other than that, the Royal Carol was outside of the top 10. Gosh, when I talk like that, I start sounding like Dan Wooten. The calls were coming from inside the house. The calls were coming from inside the house. I noticed that one day. I'm like, gosh, when I talk creepy like that, I sound just like Dan Wooten because the calls were coming from inside the house. Yeah, I have to see. This is when you know you're overexposed. This is when you have been overly exposed, is when you start talking like that. So the other one, of course. Well, I followed Harry around for a year, and um I I don't know if Harry's going to write his book because nothing happens unless Meghan allows it, and we don't know if Meghan is going to allow him to write his book. After all, Meghan is the one who said that Harry was suffering from a mental breakdown, but it's always what Meghan wants, isn't it? It's never really what Harry wants. Is if Meghan allows it, if Meghan says, then it shall be. But he won't write the book. And Meghan would probably write the book. So yeah, after you spend so much time looking at those trolls, and I have to admit, I haven't seen this chick for a while, but it's something about that nastiness of hers that it just lingers. Girl, bye. Anyway, let me go back to your comments. Okay. Oh, let me get that thing off the screen. I'm sorry. Good grief. You know what? I think what will take the edge off of things is let me do my usual. Send out our love and gratitude to the Queen of Hearts, Princess Diana, for making so many of the blessings in Harry's life possible, for always being present in his present life, in his current everyday life. There's always something of Princess Diana there to remind. So the other, of course, is the queen of everything, Queen Doria. Doria, who's very quiet, dignified, very tender, loving energy that she gives to every situation. Thank you, Doria. Thank you, Doria, and thank you, Diana. Thank you, our queens. So, okay, I'm going to go back to your comments. It is a good day to have a good day. Okay. Our beautiful Princess Diana and beautiful Doria. Yes, they are ours. They are ours. We keep them close. Speaking of which, we were praying for Edith's son, right? And then there was someone else. Was it Elaine that needed our prayers? Has anybody heard from them? I hope everything's going well for them. Okay. I mean, sparkly dress was the only high point. Yeah, yeah. That solid gold dancers. No, I'm sorry, Joan Crawford. That channeling of Joan Crawford's sparkly dress. Remember, I said just let her have it because it's been a long time coming. But since you said dress, let me point out something that I noticed too. C Mac, thank you for that. Thank you so much. Before I forget my monthly subscription since it's payday. Yes, it is payday. People with direct deposit, if you get paid Friday, it usually comes in on Thursday night. So, well, it's Thursday night for us, but thank you so much, C-Mac. But, well, okay, there it is. Notice too, what color is Duchess Doolittle wearing? Notice what color she's wearing so that she can somehow. That's the other thing. When I saw this, I did literally see red. That's why I saw red, because this is nothing more than a complete mockery. That's what that is. And I didn't like that. That bothered me. It was a mockery. They were trying to, you know what they were trying to do? That's what they were trying to do. So that was one reason why I will admit that I probably got a little bothered by it, but that's why. That's why they keep parading that um never mind, I'm gonna leave it alone. But they keep parading her around in red. They keep trying to find red. I think we get it. I get it. I'm sure y'all get it. But let me take that off the screen and go back to the comments. Maybe she should just call Meghan and ask her for stylist number. It's not as though she would actually listen. I think that what we see is too much of her own input, and that other people have tried and have gotten nowhere with her. Any idea on how the spread of the word Kate's lovely birthday gift Kate made Meghan cry, and 60 looks good. 60 looks good on you. Joyce says, Amen, Joyce. I'm sorry, not Joyce, but Lydia says, Amen, Joyce. That was one of Sister's favorite sayings. Yes, he may write a book and expose them all. Yeah, that's the other thing. I heard people saying that Prince Charles has reached out to Harry to try to soften whatever blow may come out of that book. I can't, I don't think Harry's going after anybody with that book. Harry is simply going to speak his truth. And they're nervous for no reason. Harry is going to speak his truth. He's not going after anyone, he's not targeting anyone. He will be there to speak his truth. Let me find Harry. There he is. Harry will be there to speak his truth. Harry is not there to settle any scores or anything like that. But if he does, I'm there for it. I promise you, I'm there for it. If Harry feels like he wants to settle a score, huh? If Harry feels like he wants to settle a score or to put somebody on blast, I am going to be here parroting everything he says. I am going to be a complete echo chamber. So bring it, Harry. I'm going to celebrate with you, but I don't think that that's what he's out to do. He's not as messy as I am. Okay, the royal family is all guilty of uh, conscience. Is that right? Why am I having trouble with that word? I'm so sorry, Sheila Watson. I think I'm a little overly agitated. And you know what? Let me take some water here because I'm probably a bit dehydrated. Conscious. Thank you. Okay. You can't put in what God left out. Cheryl, that's my new phrase, if I can remember it. You can't put in what God has left out. Amen. You cannot put in what God has left out. I will say amen to that one. Don't say that, Baron, then they'll stop telling on themselves. Yeah, we don't want them to stop. Thank you, Helene Stevens. Thank you. We do not want them to stop telling on themselves. Which by the way, what am I looking for here? Okay. Okay, Gina, that's why I keep telling people one really ought to go and look at Ivy's page, Ivy's channel, because Ivy really gets in deep with exactly how things function with that family. And for those of us that watch Ivy all the time, what I'm saying is true. Ivy goes deep. So that's why. Oh yeah. Helen Stevens, thank you for the contribution. I did notice that. And since you're using the same name that you use on the app, I'm saying it out loud. I don't like to use people's nicknames or real names from when they donate on the Cash App or PayPal. So, but since you're using the same name, thank you so much for that, Helen Stevens. Okay, so moving it right along. It is going fast. I don't want to slow down the chat because, when I'm on other channels and they slow down the chat, I feel frustrated when I can't just throw it out there. So if you guys don't mind having the chat going fast like this, then I'll just leave it like that. It is better to slow it down so you can see everything, but then at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. I'm a bit spontaneous, so I'm enjoying it like this. When you look at how loving Harry is, yes, Joyce, I love these photos. That's why I saved them. I love these photos. Yeah. I mean, he's just and then I don't you know what? If I tried to find it, I probably wouldn't, but there's one picture in particular that I love when Harry is like cradling a child that obviously have some type of illness from birth, and it just in some ways it kind of just breaks my heart, but in other ways just to see Harry um being Harry. Harry has that common touch. Harry has what Diana had, and that's what makes Harry so fantastic, is that Harry just relates to people. And I think there's a deep-seated jealousy of the fact that Harry just gets in there and relates to people, and that bothers them that they do not have what Harry has. That bothers them. That keeps them up at night, that they can't relate to people like that. But Harry has always been that person, and whatever mistakes or whatever, however he stumbled along the way, it just doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Um, just um, Harry is he inspires me, just as Princess Diana inspired so many other people. And I don't think the royal family to this day, aside from Harry, and I used to think that William was able to connect the dots, but he couldn't. Aside from Harry, nobody in that family gets the connection that people had with Princess Diana, and they don't get the connection that people have with Harry. They just cannot put that together in their heads. So, bravo to Harry for always just being himself. He's stronger being himself than so many other people are pretending to be someone else. So, yeah. Anyway, let me get back to your comments. Okay. And let me see what else I have here. And of course, there was that day. Was that in November or was it October? I think it was yeah, it was November. October. It was October. Okay. Let me see those two. Rigid and frigid. I like that, Dara. Rigid and frigid. uh, let's see. Okay. Let me see what we have here. Harry, genuine personality comes through the TV, so you can see he is the real deal. Yes, he is. He is the real deal. He is the real deal, and that is why we love him, and we're so inspired and proud of him. I mean, I'm just proud of Harry like he's my own family, and I've always felt that way. Um, and for some reason, I didn't realize how little of a connection I felt for William until after William started showing his real personality, showing his true colors, for lack of a better word. That's when I realized I don't have much of a connection with him in any kind of way. I didn't watch the wedding or anything. So I did finally see the wedding after the fact, and then I just kind of skipped through it. Um, and yeah, and what I found out is that it was just as boring as people said it. No, actually, nobody said it was boring because nobody watched. Nobody watched anything that the Cambridges are doing. Pretty much nobody watches. So anyway, we've been on for like an hour, and I think I have gotten it out of my system. What say you? But I do think I have gotten this out of my system. So I thank you all for that. Um, it's nice to be able to have this forum to share my thoughts, and I'm glad that you guys are making comments and such. Sussex Global UK. Lydia, why don't I see if I can find that um I'll see if I can find Ivy's profile photo for her channel, and I'll put that up. That'll make it so much easier to find. And yeah, I'll do that. You could also find it on the community tab. But yeah, I'll put that up before I get off here. Okay. Okay, let me see. Nope, that's not it. Sussex Global UK. Yeah, but look for Sussex Global UK, and there you will find Hello, Ivy here. Hello, Ivy here. There you go. That's Ivy's logo right there. Sussex Global UK. Hello, Ivy here. I love saying that. Okay. All right, so that's that. Who wants the last word today? Who wants the last word today? Thumbs up, people? Ah, JJ, that sounds too kinky. Next, who wants the last word? I'm so silly, I know. You're doing well. Love your comments. Thanks. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much for that. Let me see. I'm looking for the last word. Oh, it's changed? Oh, thank you for telling me that. I had no idea. You know what? Before I go, I'm going to go and see if I can find it right now. Thank you. Cuz I'm nosy. Let me see. Sussex Global UK. Yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, it has changed. Okay, I see what you mean. Let me see if I can lift that off of there. I don't think the quality of the photo is going to be great, but I'm going to share it anyway. So let me do a couple things here, and I will put that up. And thank you for letting me know that, Fatima. Okay, so I'll get rid of that. Yes, Capito. But yeah, it's very similar. So anyway, you shouldn't have trouble finding it. And I noticed that Lydia Washington actually put the link up on the comments, so it will be there for you, just as I will be here for you. And okay, I don't think this came out too bad. Let's see. Well, it's a little blurry, but it's not great. But it has changed a little. It's like it's a close up of that one. So yeah, Sussex Global UK. Hello, Ivy here. Okay, so you guys, I'm still looking for my last word. Who's gonna have the last word? Um, I think this is it. Um, Dolores Sims. Is that the last word or is that the messy word? Many of Kate's dresses are the same style but different colors. Same dress, only different colors. Well, no, that can't be last. Let me go back here. They will have nothing. Kate's grinning like a fool. You guys, that's beautiful. You know, I love the messiness, but I was looking for something a little more profound. Um, yes, last call for alcohol. You don't have to go home, but you got to get out of here. How many times have I heard that before while out clubbing in it? Last call for alcohol. You don't have to go home, but you got to get out of here. So, Adrian Burrow, are you going to have the last word? Anything you type, let me see, anything you type Sussex Squad, all the channels pop up. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That is so true. But Adrian, I'm wondering, does the hate channels come up with that too? Or is it just Sussex Squad? I hope so. Just the Sussex Squad, not the hate channels. I never see the hate channels pop up on mine because I never watch them and I click not interested ASAP. So, Kate's nervous smile. Billboard on 120 in Dallas. Okay. Baron, we love your podcast always. B10 pal, that is the most brilliant last word. I could not have come up with anything as solid as that in 1,000 years. So, okay, B10's going to have the last word. Thank you all for watching Royal Sussex. And remember, the Duchess says no bad energy, right? So no bad energy. Thank you, everyone. Love you all. Have a good night. Stay hydrated, etc., etc. Okay, we're gone. Okay, I'm out of here in broadcast. Catch you later.